Alright, we're back. Let's get straight into it. Head to Phelim Heights to meet up with the film crew. We're shooting the non-action scenes in the city today. Are all the main actors and actresses here? Yeah. Coming. The camera crew is in position. At the Tiger's Inn in Phelim Heights, martial artists from every allegiance are gathered, with undercurrents of good and evil swirling beneath the surface. And it's precisely in these crosswords of good and evil word on the street flows fastest. On this day, young Tiger arrived at the Tiger's Inn to gather intel about the Purgation Bell. Action! Everyone adjusted their positions according to the script. There are 3 characters before me, each with complex backstories and mysterious origins, seemingly holding many hidden secrets. Who should I approach first to inquire about the Purgation Bell? The proprietress, with kindness and compassion written all over her face, an elderly lady with a worried, preoccupied look, or a fierce-looking warrior who's not to be messed with. Let's go with the first option. Whoa, well if it ain't if it ain't the legendary young Tiger. Shouldn't the legendary one be Master Tiger? Miss Sweetie, let's fix those lines. Well, if it isn't the one and only Master Tiger's protege, the up-and-coming young Tiger who's been making quite a name. So, what brings such an esteemed guest to my door today? Come to think of it, you must be tired and hungry from your journey, young hero. How about I have the waiter prepare some wine and dishes? Any other esteemed guests coming by lately? Esteemed guests, huh? They're nothing but hot-headed fools with a sword drawn here by the Purgation Bell to seek fame on Mount Purgation, or the usual bunch of crafty yet dim-witted bandits looking to fish in troubled waters and cause mischief. Tell me about the Purgation Bell. The Purgation Bell is renowned throughout the world, and it's said its chimes can subdue any demon or spirit. It was originally enshrined on Mount Purgation near the Phelim Heights, as a gathering symbol for mystics slaying demons and exorcising evil. However, in recent years, the mountain has been infested with various forces of evil, and therefore the bell has gone missing. Legend has it that retrieving the Purgation Bell could bring peace to this chaotic world plagued by evil. Though just a myth, it's inspired countless heroes. I bet that's what brought Master Tiger and young Tiger here to right. The warm-hearted proprietress seems to have lost interest in chatting. Try asking others for information. The elderly lady. What brought you to me, young lady? Old ladies who show up at hotspots and martial arts movies are never ordinary. Let me observantly expose her true identity. You're just some random shopping for groceries who happen to pass by the film. You are a mysterious elder from the hidden sect. What are you talking about, little girl? How could I be? Who's this granny? Don't think I've seen her around before. Is she even in the script? Huh? I saw a huge crowd gathered here early in the morning. Thought there might be some sweet sales going on. Cut! How did this old lady get in here? I really thought she belonged in here. If you don't have it, just say it. No need to scare an old lady like me by yelling so loud. The mysterious old lady seems to have lost interest in chatting. Try asking others for information. So she didn't even belong on the set. She just showed up randomly. We're gonna go for the fierce looking warrior. Huh? Where are your parents, kid? Beat it if you know what's good for you. That tough looking fighter is acting all cocky. Time to show him what young tiger is made of. Beg him to talk to you nicely. Oh, that's funny. Cast a sharp, piercing gaze. Those piercing eyes. This one's a real tough character. But I really can't tell you anything. The tough-looking fighter seems like a hard nut to crack. Let's find the right angle to break through his defenses. Tell him an ill-timed bandit joke. Ask for tips on looking tough as nails, or send regards to his folks. The tough-looking fighter rolled his eyes. Best not to open with that kind of talk when you're out in these streets. There's plenty of orphans like me running around. Oh my god, are you serious? Ask for tips. Want to know the secret to looking tough? Simple. Grow up with no parents, no backing, and no one to lean on. When you've had to crawl your way through life alone with nobody ever giving you a second glance, well, you stop giving others the time of day too. The only thing you trust is the weapon in your hand, and that's how you end up looking like someone no one wants to mess with. The tough-looking fighter delivered a string of lines that sounded both melancholic and a bit theatrical. Seems like he's really opened up now. Ask about the Purgation Bell. The Purgation Bell? Isn't that just some fairy tale from children's storybooks? If you're looking for bedtime stories, don't come to me. The tough-looking fighter seems to have a lost interest in chatting. Maybe try asking others for information. I'm gonna have to... Wait. What happened to these days? Anything special? Huh. Nothing but hot-headed fools and... yeah. Let's talk about Mount Purgation. Mount Purgation is renowned throughout the world, and it's said its chimes can subdue any demon or spirit it was originally trying. Yep. Legend has it that retrieving the Purgation Bell could bring peace to this chaotic world plunged by evil, though just a myth. It's inspired countless heroes. Yeah. I guess that's it. And the investigation. Apart from the street gossip and people's snide remarks about you, you couldn't dig up any useful intel at the Tiger Inn. You're starting to question the point of this scene in the script. Excellent. While young Tiger couldn't gather any intel at the inn, the mockery of others only served to strengthen her resolve. Change positions. Let's shoot the next scene. That was it. That's all. To strengthen resolve, that's really what that scene was about. Aw, screw y'all guys. This seemingly ordinary pharmacist Bang Boo was actually quite the troublemaker in his youth. A master of dark arts who hung up his hat only after getting long in the tooth. Do I really have to play this role? And the secrets of the Purgation Bell lie in the hands of this master of dark arts. Action! Everyone adjusted their positions according to the script. Little Miss, are you here for herbs or prescriptions? I'm here for life-saving herbs. Little Miss, don't say such scary things. I know it all, trust me. Wreaking all sorts of havoc back in the day. Retired after getting old. You're a Bang Boo master of dark arts. Still having a hard time accepting this as my character background. You found out. Go ahead, young tiger. What do you want to know? Search for clues about the Purgation Bell. The Purgation Bell. You likely know, this Purgation Bell wasn't forged by mystics, but was actually an evil artifact created by demons. While the Purgation Bell's toll can indeed suppress demons, it's actually an artifact that lets demons devour other demons to grow stronger. That's a pretty brutal background, like using other Bangbu's parts to enhance yourself. Oh my god. That's why demons now lurk in Mount Purgation. It's always been a cursed land where evil thrives. Mr. Shelbu, please stop muttering to yourself between your lines with stuff that's not in the script. The Purgation Bell. The director gives Shelbu some direction on his performance and they reshoot the scene. That wraps up today's inner city shoot. Let's all gear up before we head into the hollow to film. Miss Fufu, you did great today. Let me know when you're ready to head to the hollow. The crew will wait for you before setting off. Let's move out immediately. Evelyn. Alright. I would have liked to have switched out with my Jufufu, but beggars can't be choosers.
Perk up, everyone! We've got the big scene today! An old steed in the stable, a hero past his prime. How closely does the fate of Master Tiger mirror Mr. Sung Huang's own struggles in life?
Hey, did you really need to emphasize the old and past his prime parts? Where exactly is the similarity?
That's actually an interesting question.
You're missing the point. An old steed, I mean the sentiment, heroism, a heart full of righteousness and courage. Attention, everyone! Make sure to capture all of Mr. Sung Huang's magnificence.
So that means I don't have much screen time, right? Phew, thank goodness. I can finally focus on investigating the miasma.
Miss Fufu, don't get distracted. We're about to roll. Action!
Master Tiger and Young Tiger venture deeper into the heart of Mount Purgation, drawing closer to the truth behind the Purgation Bell, and to an even greater threat.
Don't betray your trust.
Woo! That was smooth. The director seems to have something to say. Miss Fufu, there's something I'd like to talk to you about. As you know, Mr. Chang Wong is quite proud, and he's not very pleased that I insisted on inviting Miss Fufu to star in the film. Okay. But given Mr. Chang Won's reputation in the industry, I doubt he has any ill intentions. Since you're both from the rare Tiger Thyron clan, perhaps there's even some connection between you two. Why don't you two leads share your thoughts? After all, if you're not on the same page, it'll be tough to create good chemistry during filming. I'll go talk to him. Mr. Xiang Wang is waiting for you over there. Are those fans?
Mr. Tung Huang, you've always been well respected among Tiger Thyrans.
Among Tiger Thyrans? And how many of our kin are still left in New Eridu?
That's true. Many that I used to be in contact with have vanished without a trace. But that just makes it all the more heartening to see our kin excel in all walks of life.
You've only been with the crew for 2 days, and you've already picked up how to smooth talk? You're also a distinguished disciple of Yun Kuei Summit, right? I've heard the master of Swabian Temple is a very powerful individual.
Shifu is very powerful, She also saved my life. If Shifu hadn't brought me back to the mountain when the tiger tribe encountered a great disaster...
Oh? So it was your Shifu that took you in then? Well, you're lucky. But who's to say whether it's fortune or misfortune that we survived that disaster?
Oh?
The forbidden artifacts must not be used.
Oh. That looks like her younger self right there.
But what choice do we have?
It may be the Hollow or the will of the heavens that claims us, but it can never be.
I'd say... it's fortune. We get to experience the world that our kin, family, and friends never will.
Stay alive!
From now on, you'll live in their stead.
But we must also bear the pain that they cannot.
The laws of our people shall not be broken.
Yes! That's why I started training at Yunquei Summit. What about you, Mr. Teng Huang? Do you have your convictions too, don't you?
Convictions? I just don't want to follow in the footsteps of our kin. What meaning is there clinging on to convictions in the face of life and death? In this world, it's eat or be eaten. You didn't think the entertainment industry would be any different, did you?
We did give up a lot because of the Hollow. But surely there are things worth holding on to, even when faced with life and death.
Do all mystics speak with such grandeur?
Oh, hey, don't be like that.
The true meaning of the scriptures is always hard to understand. But I think the reason we train and meditate is to fight for the things worth holding on to.
Our two heroes, the camera is ready to roll.
Are our two stars all set to go? I'm good. Action!
Run! It's dangerous here!
A sudden bout of miasma sweeps past. Ether corruption, hallucinations, ethereals. Monsters? No, don't let the ethereals, the monsters, harm anyone. Master, help!
In the Hollow Era, demons and monsters ravaged the land. Evil spirits plagued the world. The court was corrupt with decadence. The martial world stood leaderless. Bandits ran rampant, and people suffered unbearably. However, there are always righteous warriors, drawing their swords and wielding their blades, standing for justice and chivalry.
The monsters are here!
Run!
Papa! Mama! Where are you? What evil dares to befoul this place?
Oh, that's actually... that's a... I've never seen Huey's friggin' tail like that.
I am Zhu of Yunquei Summit. Prepare to meet your doom!
Ah?
Master G! Master G is here! We're saved!
Master, please save my daughter. She's still trapped in the village.
Fear not, good people. Master Zhu is here. There will be no suffering where I stand. Only justice.
Master G!
Master G!
Master Zhu is here, and clear skies will follow.
Master G!
Master G!
Rest here a while. Time is of the essence. I shall rush to the rescue.
But where can we go?
Hurry! We've got to save these people first.
Hey!
Ambush.
I'll manage things from here.
Be my guide.
Don't be afraid. I am here. Are you the great hero who's come to save us? The old storybooks always said that in times of danger, a sword-wielding hero will appear, riding on a cloud. That's right, I'm the sword-wielding warrior you've heard about. Back then, my hero didn't show up, but this time, I won't let the children down again.
Demons! Demons! Help! Help me!
Don't leave me alone here.
Live on, my child.
These wretched fiends. Such atrocities.
Master, are you badly hurt? Don't worry about me. There are still villagers trapped ahead. Hurry and save them. Alright, I've cleared out all the evil creatures around here. Don't wander too far. Ah! Our hero! I've been waiting forever for you to show up. When those demons attacked, I hurriedly fled with all these villagers. The demonic energy is everywhere. Somehow we ended up here. The dark energy seems to corrupt people's bodies. The villager can barely move anymore. No need to panic. I'll deal with the source of that dark energy, and lead everyone out of here. Yeah, I know about this. There. There. The miasma tumor has been destroyed. Signs of human tampering. Something's fishy with the film crew. Someone must be pulling the strings behind the scenes. As the miasma dissipates, everyone snaps out of their hallucinations. The villagers gradually regain consciousness.
Stop right there.
Get rid of them.
You exaltist. Just try and stop me.
Everyone, are you all right?
Oh, head. So dizzy.
I feel like I fought Miss Fufu for 2 hours.
The equipment... It's all broken. And the film is burnt.
No!
It's probably because the ether concentration got higher than the equipment could handle.
Oh, forget about the darn equipment. If it weren't for you, we'd all be lost in the hollow. To think that producer promised me a completely safe filming environment.
I looked around, but there are still some crew members I couldn't find.
Right, both the producer and Sung Kwang are missing, as well as other colleagues.
I suspect... No, I'm certain this was no accident. The Exaltists are behind this.
I couldn't care less about the producer's survival, but he has the remaining funds for the film!
But you've all been exposed to highly concentrated ether for too long. You need to leave the hollow as quickly as possible. I'll escort you out first. Mr. Director, please arrange medical assistance for everyone before the corruption symptoms worsen. I'll come back with other disciples of the temple and look for the rest of the crew. I'll also get in touch with the Association's rescue squad.
Thank you, Miss Fufu.
Protecting the crew, Ju Fufu evacuates everyone from the hollow. Let's head back to the temple and report to Shifu. The Exaltus's poison runs even more rampant than Shifu expected. There's no time to waste. I gotta tell Shifu about this right away. Shifu doesn't seem to be in the temple. Not a single message, not even a note left behind. My dear Shifu, why do you always vanish at the most crucial moments? Search for Shifu's whereabouts. She's not in the room either. Shifu's not here, but I still have my junior disciples. Let's go ask Yin-Hu for help at the temple. Pan Yin-Hu, I need you. Junior, it's urgent. Fufu, Shifu asked me to wait for you at the temple before she left. She didn't explain much. All she said was, old grudges are hard to settle. He who ties the knot must untie it. She then said, if Fufu doesn't understand, just tell her that this is a problem she needs to solve on her own. Yeah, I have no clue what she's talking about, but since it's Shifu's wish. Oh, one more thing. Bellowing was looking everywhere for you, Fufu. Seems like it had something to give you. Before you head out, why don't we check on Bellowing first? Bellowing! Master Fufu. A mysterious guest just gave me this thing and specifically named Master Fufu to receive it personally. I know I shouldn't bother you without good reason, but they said it was a matter of life and death. You taught us to always put people's safety first, so I think I should hand this over to you. Bellowing hands over a voice recorder with a small Exaltus emblem on the end.
Faithless souls cannot ascend the stairs to Sanctuary, but there's always some kindling in dust more special than others.
This voice, it's the Exaltus speaker.
Miss Fufu, I'm honored to have you attend my performance, yet you refuse to cooperate. I regret that I must temporarily break this wonderful illusion and discuss the terms of our deal in this cruel and boring reality. The deal is simple. Trade your life for the lives of the crew.
What?
The hollow coordinates have been logged in the flash drive. Come alone, or else. I know villains are not to be trusted, but you have no choice.
The recording comes to an abrupt end. This scoundrel's got some nasty intentions. Master Fufu, what should we do? Should Bellowing go gather Shifu and the disciples? No need to make a fuss, Bellowing. If I don't come back for a while, tell Shifu about this. But since Shifu left me a message beforehand, she must know what's going on. Shifu believes in me too. Believes I can save everyone. So, is Fufu going to save them now? Guess we have to. Hey, I had to come alone. What are you doing here, Evelyn? Whatever.
Existence and annihilation, brilliance and decay, bliss and suffering, all shall return to the Creator.
Quit the act!
The blessings are granted without bias, thus ignorance is mankind's sin. Those who squander such grace must be refined.
Sorry, but I don't care about your refinement.
The flickering flames of the kindling illuminate the steps for the sanctuaries chosen. Even the most faithless dust shall bask in this glory.
I have to disagree.
I'll manage.
I hope everyone's okay. We gotta hold on.
One step further, and you may shed your mortal sins. But the gate to the final domain does not open without your fire.
Nothing breaches my defense.
May the Creator guide us.
Just go down already.
Divine punishment.
No.
Our two heroes. You must be exhausted. If Tiger Thyrans weren't so rare, if the bell wasn't so demanding, I wouldn't have had to go through all the trouble of staging this grand performance.
What was the bell?
Just to lure you both into my trap. Though I must say, I'm surprised that our little cub actually has some claws, unlike a certain paper tiger. Our sect has suffered greatly. Capturing Yishuan's prized disciple is no easy feat.
I know I wanted a stereotypical villain as a cover, but your lines and character are just a little too villainous, don't you think?
When faced with one's death, is that not when they throw reason to the wind?
You don't actually think you're some sort of fated, chosen antagonist or something, right? Your boss is gone, your organization is in shambles, and yet you just so happen to stumble upon a treasure of the Tiger Thyrans while walking through the hollow? You're unbelievably stupid. Are the only things rattling around in that head of yours lines to suck up to your creator?
Ooh.
Silence! I should have purified that tongue of yours with the flames of refinement.
Cover? Tiger Thyran treasure? What are you talking about, Mr. Tsang Huang?
The Tigerbane Bell. A specialized W engine capable of resonating with and catalyzing ether. It boosts the user's abilities at the cost of a Tiger Thyran's life.
What?
That's the information you have, right, Mr. Villain?
Criminals using criminals. What a cliche plot twist.
Cliche indeed, which is why it only works on fools. The Tigerbane Bell was crafted by my dead kin. Such cruel technology can rapidly catalyze the victim's life energy inside a hollow, at the cost of turning them into an ethereal, of course. And if the victim is a Tiger Thyran, the wielder can even consume the victim's ether aptitude and life energy to strengthen themselves.
That's cheating.
I remember now. But wasn't that a forbidden relic of the Tiger Thyrans? It should have been lost in that disaster all those years ago.
It is
Should've.
indeed a forbidden weapon of our people. What I told you wasn't a lie. But I didn't tell you the whole truth either. The user must be a Tiger Thyran, and they must also have an ether resonance that matches that of the victim. Such restrictions are what prevent this powerful tool from being abused by villains. We Tiger Thyrans aren't foolish enough to create a tool that could be used against us.
There's no reason to preserve such cruel technology.
Cruel? Yes, it's cannibalistic and cruel. But life in and of itself is cruel, little tiger of Yunque Summit. We never had the courage to face such harshness until the downfall of our kin. So after this, I'll be the only one who must live with this cruelty.
What?
What are you two yammering on about? Seems like you've completely forgotten about me, the villain. I'll
use this Tiger Bane bell right now and send you both on your way. What? Why isn't it working?
You just don't listen, fool. Your part as the villain is coming to an end. But before that, do me one last favor. Help me defeat this outstanding disciple of Yunquei Summit.
What?
I don't think she's so kind-hearted that she'll simply let me devour her. Eat or be eaten. That's the way of the world, Xu Fufu.
The Tiger Thyran, claiming to be Master Tiger, breaks free and easily takes control of the Tiger Bane Bell. The Tiger Bane Bell, the forbidden weapon of the Tiger Thyrans, trembles, suspended in midair. The W engine radiates an ear-piercing sound and instantly turns the Assaultus into a terrifying ethereal.
A grand performance indeed. Driving the tiger to devour the wolf. A sandpiper and a clan locked in a struggle, only for the fishermen to claim the prize. A mantis stalking a cicada, unaware of the finch behind it, waiting to strike.
Don't underestimate him! Be ready! Here!
One step ahead.
I'll lend you my claw!
These classic plots never get old. But I think I prefer playing the villain.
No flinching!
Give up. Rather than becoming food for the ethereals, why not nourish your own kind?
Forget that.
Neutralize the point.
Isn't that more in line with your so-called righteousness? Yunquei Summit's proud disciple. Otherwise, wouldn't that be a waste of the grand hero story I so carefully staged just for you?
Where do you think you're going?
Surrender now! You've gone too far!
Ooh!
Oh, beautiful! Beautiful!
Incredible!
Quiet on set. Why didn't you just finish me?
Because true heroes stand tall for justice.
Seems I've lost, you lucky child.
Not a child. That looks sick though.
I put on such a great performance, but in the end...
Putting on such a show, taking so many lives, all just to steal my power?
When all careful plans fail, it all comes down to one fatal miscalculation. I knew all Yunquei Summit disciples were good, but I didn't think you were this good.
I'm a senior of Swabian Temple, Tiger Thyran Jufufu, the righteous heroine, Master Ju. Oops, I didn't mean to say that last line.
You're really into the role, aren't you? Let's finish the scene then. Come, Victor. Use the forbidden artifact stained with the blood of our kind, the Tiger Bane Bell, and devour me.
Who would want to devour you? You look like a villain who's hard to stomach.
Dang.
Hard to stomach. Do you think I've been eating nothing but good food on my journey?
So you murdered the real Mr. Tsang Huang with the Tiger Bane Bell, right?
I siphoned the life of our kin and stole the power within their flesh, along with all the hatred, suffering, and anger. Eat or be eaten. That's how I've come this far.
You want to live this way, even at the cost of hurting your own kin?
Eat or be eaten. You'll understand soon, Fufu.
I don't understand, and I don't agree with it. If we have to live by devouring the flesh of others, then why? Why do we fight so desperately to stop the Hollow from devouring us?
It's because of these so-called ideals and principles that the Tiger Thyron settlement was swallowed by a Hollow. If we'd only used the Tigerbane Bell that day, that ethereal would have been...
There is no if only. When I was young and would remember that night, crying and saying if only, that's what Shifu would tell me. Sacrificing the lives of one's kin in order to save the rest. Is that doing the right thing? Nobody can say. The good at that moment, the evil at that moment. Perhaps it's all just a matter of a single thought. A single thought leaves behind so many regrets, so many what-ifs, and so much sacrifice and love. But there is no if only. I've stopped dwelling on the rights and wrongs of the past. All I know is that here and now, I have to do what's right.
How do you know that my choice is wrong?
Shifu also taught me another lesson. Know when to stop reasoning with the bad guys. You couldn't beat me today, so you have no choice but to take my words as a given.
Dang, put you in your place.
Maybe one day I'll be able to answer your question, or maybe I won't. But until some other powerful villain takes my life, I'll continue doing what I think is right. I won't devour you, nor will I take your life. I'm handing you over to public security and making sure you receive judgment in the name of the righteousness that you so despise.
Fufu.
Huh?
I hate your name. It makes me feel you've had too good a life this far.
I like my name. It does make me feel like I've had a good life so far.
The Tiger Thyron that was neither Master Tiger nor Chang Yang was subdued by Fufu, and what awaits him is not retribution or the repayment of a blood debt, but the judgment of public security. The kidnapped crew members have been in the Hollow for a long time. After being evacuated under Fufu's escort, everyone was taken to the medical center for treatment. Report to Swabian Temple and report the situation to Shifu. Fufu reports everything that happened in the Hollow to Shifu, about the film crew's perils, the manipulated Exaltus, and of course the Tiger Thyron who hunted his own kind.
You've grown a lot, Fufu.
You're making me blush, Shifu. Though, what are you referring to? My fighting? Magic? Or tactics?
I'm talking about your skill in lecturing villains on morality.
Shifu, you're making fun of me again.
It's an important skill for us good guys to have. Making your grand entrance with an impressive line and exiting with righteous words. Isn't that exactly the kind of hero you aspire to become, Fufu?
Maybe being a great hero or a legendary figure doesn't always mean you have to be impressive, brave, or even powerful. Maybe doing the right thing is more important than becoming a hero.
Master Fufu.
Huh? Yes, Shifu.
Remember to feed the bird for me.
Wow, again with the bird. A few months later. Legend of the Tiger Warrior couldn't complete filming as scheduled. What's currently showing at Suavian Temple is the director's cut cobbled together from filming footage and behind the scenes clips. Wow.
That's impressive. So you crushed the schemes of the Exaltus and Master Tiger just like that?
No need to praise me. Shifu's actually been secretly watching over me all this time. That's how we always managed to get away safely. So even if I ran into a situation I couldn't handle, Shifu would have stepped in and taken care of it.
Master Fufu's prowess is rivaled only by her humility. Since Shifu never showed up, doesn't that prove you're already a capable hero in your own right?
Yeah. Junior Wise, don't call me that. Plus, I realized that rather than being called Master Fufu, I much prefer being everyone's senior disciple Fufu. So don't be afraid when you encounter demons or evil spirits. Senior disciple Fufu will always be there to defeat them.
Valiant Tiger Warrior, Bane of Demons. Trophy unlocked. You have completed this chapter. The content is now available in the video archive. Give me a roar. Wow, well that was it, guys. Thank you all for following this grand adventure of Ju Fufu and her thwarting Master Tiger's in little schemes. I'll be doing this one off the record, since there's not really a lot of story content with these normally, unless I see that there's content in it, then yeah, I'll do that. But please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell button to be notified on any future videos, and I will see you all next time. See you later. This is Scribe signing off. Have a good one, guys.